Hello everyone and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Matt, and in today's video we have an exciting little project. We are going to be working on, oh Jesus, this girly over here. This is my Philodendron El Guapo, or Philodendron SP Silver, Colombia, whatever you want to call this. She is, as you can probably tell, quite huge. Like, this is her latest leaf. Like, she's pretty big, and she needs a moss pole upgrade. Right now, she is living on just one of these small front opening moss poles, and as you can see, her newest petiole is quite freaking chunky, so I want to get her onto something a little bit more sturdy, something a little bit bigger, and I also do want to repot her because she isn't like horribly root bound, but I do think she could just use a bit of an upgrade. I'm not gonna like massively upsize her, I just want to give her some more space. And most of all, I really want to upgrade the moss pole because, as you can see right now, it's just leaning to the right. So we need to fix that before it actually gets more unstable. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. And I actually have some exciting new plant supplies that I want to try out. I placed an order with Plant Scraper, who is probably my favorite store when it comes to like plant supplies and all plant things. I ordered a new type of moss pole that I haven't tried out yet. It's another front opening one, but it's a much bigger size because the front opening ones I only have in like a small S size, and this one is like big. This one is like the big XL size. And I also ordered some substrates from them. They have two types of substrates, and I ordered their like premium substrate. So we will see what that's all about. I will also test that on this plant because I am always experimenting and trying new substrates. I think the most important thing in this hobby is just trial and error, is to find things that really work for you. So I am always on the hunt and always trying out new substrates and new ways to grow my plants. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the box and see what we got. Where are my scissors? I don't know where my scissors are. Okay, there they are. I also ordered some other stuff because why not? While I was shopping, might as well stock up on some other supplies. Lots of paper. Okay, so here we are. Here we have the moss poles. Very lovely. So like I mentioned, these are the front opening or front closing ones. So yeah, these are pretty big, which is nice, and I think this plant will be loving it. So we're going to be putting those to the side. I ordered 3 of those, and also I guess I should mention this is not sponsored. I bought all of this with my own money. My channel is still way too small to actually get sponsors, but if somebody would like to sponsor me, I wouldn't complain. And over here we have the substrate. So this is the premium substrate, and this apparently, if I am not mistaken, has organic matter, it has perlite, it has tree fern fiber, and it has some orchid bark or orchiata. I'll leave the list of the ingredients on the screen. But yeah, it looks like a pretty nice aeroid mix, maybe a little bit less chunky than I would usually like it, but I think for this plant it will be just fine. I mean, it looks really nice, and I love the addition of tree fern fiber in that mix because tree fern fiber seems to be magical. And then another thing that I ordered were just some of these clear acrylic trellises. I love these for my Hoyas, and honestly all plants that require some kind of trellis, these acrylic ones are fabulous. So I got 5 of those in the medium size, and I got 5 of those in the large size because a lot of my Hoyas are growing up and maturing, which makes me so proud. But yeah, a lot of them do need trellises. So I just wanted to stock up on the trellises since I was ordering. And I also got some more of these pot extender thingies. I featured these already in one of my videos, and these are great for like anthuriums, alocasias, what have you. So that's great to have. Oh, and they gave me a cute little coupon code. That's cute, a little discount. That's very nice. I really do love them. Their shipping is amazing. They're super fast, and they're a small family-owned business, which, I mean, I love to support small businesses. We need to get to actually unpotting her and seeing what the root situation is like. She is so huge, she doesn't even fit on the screen. So let me adjust the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. She is currently in a 17 centimeter pot. And like I said, I don't want to do like a huge upgrade. So I'm just going to be moving her one size up to a 19 centimeter pot. I really just want to repot her to get this moss pole situation under control, because right now it's just, I mean, she is at the top of the moss pole. The freaking petiole or the stem is so chunky, so she just needs more space to grow. And these are, I believe, actually crawlers, but I grow mine climbing because I think they just look a lot better climbing, and I'm just not the biggest fan of crawling plants. They take up so much space. So yeah, the great thing about these front closing moss poles is that you can easily disassemble them and like move them from one moss pole to another. I haven't actually tried this yet, so I don't know how easy or hard this will be, so I don't know. And while yes, I could have just extended it with another smaller moss pole, I feel like that would have been just so unstable, so I don't want to do that. Also, this leaf does look like it's about to pop soon, so hopefully I won't disturb it too much. But let's go ahead and unpot her. And she has so many leaves and they're so big, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to maneuver this plant. Okay, there we go. She is out. She is out, and I mean, her roots look absolutely delicious. This looks amazing. Wow, what a healthy looking root system. But I will have to break up a little bit of this root ball because I do have the moss pole going all the way down to the bottom of the pot of the soil. So I do have to remove this bottom bit so I can actually remove the plant or the pole, and I will definitely be reusing this substrate because there is nothing wrong with this substrate. But yeah, this is the substrate that I was using for her before. This is just Soil Ninja's Philodendron and Monstera substrate, and I love that substrate a lot. But like I said, I love experimenting. I love trying out new things. I mean, if you never try out new things, you are seriously just missing out. And you know, I will always recommend to people to try stuff out on their own and really just make their own experiences, because if you just listen to what other people are saying, I feel like you're potentially missing out a lot, because this hobby is so much more fun when you actually explore and try out new things, and when you figure out things or find new things that you really like. I am not certain how I'm gonna remove this plant from this moss pole. This is gonna be quite the surgical operation. I'm just trying to unbuckle her, which is a little bit harder than I expected, if I'm being completely honest, but hopefully we can do this. Okay, so there we go. That was successful. Now we have a couple more buckles down here, and I'm sorry, I know you can't probably see anything, but listen, I need to see, not you. Okay, I think I have only one more buckle. Please don't break anything, Matt. Please do not break anything. All Are there more buckles? Oh, I can't tell. I don't think so. Oh God, there is one more buckle down here. Damn it. Okay. We got this. Okay. We made progress. So now can I just remove it? Oh God, do not damage the plant. Do not damage the plant, please. Please, God, do not damage the plant. Are there more buckles? No, I don't feel any. It's hard to unbuckle these parts down here in the soil. That's kind of difficult to do, not gonna lie. But I think I'm good. I think I got everything. Now it's just about somehow removing this without doing further damage to the plant. Oh, there is one more buckle down there. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to remove it, right? Or not. Something is stuck, and I'm not sure. Oh, is it the root? Dang it, the root. Okay. Oh, this is quite finicky. Okay. We got this out, and now okay. We're making progress. Did we do it? Oh my God, I think we did it. Y'all, we did it. Holy crap. Holy smokes. We did it, and I didn't kill the plant. I don't know how, but yeah, you can tell she has quite a bit of roots in the actual moss pole, which is great, and she has a lot of roots in the soil, which is also great. So now we need to put this on the new moss pole. Now, how the hell am I gonna do that? That is the question of the century. Okay, I'm just gonna lay her down. God, she is so big. I swear to God, I love... Whoa, don't fall, please. I don't need casualties today. Thank you. I love big plants, but honestly, sometimes they're just a hassle and a headache. So I definitely prefer smaller plants when it comes to repotting and stuff like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab my new moss pole, and I'm just gonna remove this foil, which is always so satisfying, and it's stuck to me. Remove the other side. And these are crystal clear, which is fabulous. So now I have to somehow fill this with moss and then put the plant into the pole. I don't know how easy or hard, I don't know how hard this will be. So I'm just gonna start putting like a small layer of moss. And I guess we can always like fill it up a little bit more later, I hope. I don't know. Oh God, this plant. I'm so scared that I'm gonna break the stem. And I think this should work. And I think we will be able to fill it up more if need be. Oh, I forgot to fold the little edges. So I'm just gonna do that real quickly because that will make my job a lot easier, and then we can go from there. I'm making such a mess as per usual. Oh God, plant care can be so freaking messy, especially when you're working with moss, which is another reason that I kind of want to like move away from having so many moss poles, because they're just such a mess. Like I constantly have to clean after my moss poles, and it is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But I mean, they are fabulous for your plants. I could never get this amount of growth without a moss pole. Trust and believe. So let's go ahead and try this again. Put the plant in here. And now let's get to buckling, I guess. So let's see, hopefully this will be easy. The first ones are always the hardest one, but there we go. First one in, first buckle in. And now I'll just continue buckling it, and hopefully this will go smoothly. Now this soil ball, I should have maybe broken it up a little bit more. Let's actually do that. Let's break up this soil ball just a little bit so that the soil ball also fits into the moss pole. There we go. I broke the soil ball just a little bit so she actually also fits into the moss pole. I won't be able to buckle these like lower buckles, but I think that shouldn't be a big problem. Ooh, also, I don't know if I'll be able to buckle these upper ones. Like, this plant is quite chunky, and I'm really scared of hurting the plant. This is what we got so far, and now this is the tricky part because I'm scared of buckling this plant up completely. So I might just okay, this will take some finagling. I need to sort of lift it a little bit so I can maybe, how can I do this? How can I do this without hurting the plant? Also, I can definitely smell some of that philodendron smell, you know, that trademark philodendron smell. So I definitely know that I did nick this plant in a couple of spots, which I'm very sorry about, but it should be fine. So now these upper ones should be okay. And I don't think I'll be able to buckle all of the buckles, but that should be fine, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that should be completely fine. As long as we get like the majority of them, I think it's gonna be okay. All right, so this is what we have so far. And now I actually want to pot it up. I want to pot it up because I think it will just be a lot easier. Right now, it's just a complete and utter mess. So I really do think that it's just going to be easier once we actually pot it up. So like I said, I am going to be reusing this soil because ain't nothing wrong with this soil, and I really don't want to be wasteful, so definitely going to be reusing this soil. Oh no, I should have put the plant. Oh crap. Okay. Never mind. I'm taking it back. I'm going to put the plant inside first so I can actually stabilize the moss pole, and now I'm gonna fill it. Yeah. This is gonna be better. A better course of action. Since this pole is a lot bigger, that it will be a lot more stable and that it won't be leaning as much, and hopefully she can stay on this pole and this setup for at least a year. 2 years would be ideal, but I don't know. We will see. We will just have to see what time will bring. Okay, so I used up all the old soil, so let's go ahead and open the new substrate because I am really curious to try it. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a shake. And let's see what this is about. It looks really, really nice in the bag. Lots of, oof, it's kind of dusty. Probably because of the tree fern fiber, but that's great. Love me some tree fern fiber. This is a really nice mix, actually. Damn, okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna put it into like a little Tupperware container just so I can actually give it a little bit of a mix. There we go. I put it into a Tupperware container, and now you can get a bit of a better look at the soil substrate. Really, really nice. Also, this is peat free, so they are not using any peat. I don't know if it's cocoa or if it's some kind of other organic substrate. I think it just says organic substrate on the site, but I'm just glad it's not peat because obviously peat moss just isn't very sustainable or good for the environment. So yeah, I really actually like this soil. Like, it's such a nice consistency. Like, I think my aeroids would be really, really happy in this soil. So honestly, I might go ahead and order some more, but I always like to order like 1 bag of substrate at a time and then try it out, test it out, see how my plants will do in it. And then if I like that substrate, I can always repurpose or repurchase some more. Okay, it is leaning a little bit which I guess it is expected because this plant seriously is just very, very top heavy. But she is repotted, which makes me very, very happy. I'm just gonna push down the soil a little bit. And now we can finish up doing this moss pole setup. So as you can see, it is still leaning a little bit, but it's not as bad and I can live with that. Now, I don't know what exactly I want to do over here. I guess I'll just fill it with moss and let it chill. Let it find its way, and then we can see how it will do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish buckling it up, and then we can fill it with moss. This is such a chunky stem. It's kind of hard to work with. And again, I don't think I'll buckle all of them just because, again, it is so chunky and I do feel like it needs some space to actually grow and expand. So I am going to be leaving some of the buckles unbuckled, but the rest we can definitely buckle in. Also, I just noticed that I buckled in the stem or the petiole of this leaf, which isn't amazing. So let me just go ahead and undo that real quickly. Okay, so I finished buckling up the plant and all the buckles. Well, all the buckles that I could buckle up. She is still a little bit too much leaning for my taste. I can't really fix that because, again, this plant is just so top heavy. So honestly, I'm just gonna let it be. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the moss pole with some more moss, and then we can wrap this thing up. Okay, there we go. We are finished. We are done. I assembled the moss pole. She is on the moss pole. You probably won't be able to see much because she is just giant. It's hard to show her, but yes, she is done. And here she is in all of her glory. It's really hard to show this plant because she is so huge, but I absolutely love her. I think she will love this new setup, the new soil, and the new moss pole. So fingers crossed she does amazing things for me in this upcoming growing season. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry it was a bit of a mess, but I still hope you got some entertainment out of it. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on the notifications so you're notified about every new video. Until next time, I hope you have a super amazing, fabulous, gorgeous day. Goodbye!